the hobby is not feeling the same pain that everybody else is. And if you have been listening to us or almost anyone else for the past 6 months, the hobby had the benefit of sort of being ahead of this craziness. Like, there's always been this writing on the wall, potential recession, global, macroeconomic, you name it. But we had it happen to us first, I feel like. I think we've been talking about the junk slab era. We've been talking about, getting out of those high pop, base type of things and getting into, your flight to quality before any type of collapse in the market or drop in crypto or drop there. And I think because of that, we should almost be a little thankful because we got a head start. We in the hobby have, we're now, if you've done it, the way that I think most people have, you've positioned yourself to kind of be ahead of this negativity, to be ahead of the drop. Now, that doesn't mean that we're through the woods and that there's no pain ahead. I mean, there could be significant issues, interest rates going up, you name it, the whole deal. But let's just take a wide view, right? Even if you take a wide view, 2 years, ETH is up, Bitcoin's up, most of the stocks in the stock market are up. Almost every card is up. Almost every card. Believe it or not, Slab Stocks, love those guys, did a great thing today about I think it was like a 5-year view of cards. The only player that they showed who was down for a 5-year window, you want to guess who it is? It's the exact opposite you would think based on the last NBA Finals game. Durant. Who do you think people would be buying based on the Game 5 of
Tatum?
the NBA? Did Tatum have a good game in Game 5? Did Curry have a good game in Game 5?
Wiggins.
So you would think Wiggins would be, because Wiggins was so hot when he was a rookie, his cards were selling for so much. His cards over that time frame are the ones that buck the trend. They're actually slightly down from where they were in the beginning. It's a great post by Slabstock. But everyone else, Anthony Davis, it doesn't matter, up. Right? Because you have to look at it with a wide enough window. So I'm going to do it a different way. Forget about the chart we talked about. Let's look at it from a wide window, okay? The hobby overall. We have some amazing hobby ambassadors out there, okay? Now let's just take our time, okay? Take our time with the positivity here. Because one of the things you don't have in crypto, you have your Michael Saylors, but you know what he's doing, right? Most people aren't doxxed. It's a very anonymous kind of thing, right? Most people, it's like, oh, I'm hiding behind it. That's part of it. The anonymity of crypto is part of the whole deal. Well, you know what you don't get with anonymity? You don't get a face. You don't get a name. You don't get a person you can rely on and build that community with. But you have that here. Guys, take a second and look at PWCC's auction tomorrow night, right? And look at some of the awesome cards that are in there. Take a look at their tech. Take a look at the videos they're putting out, the Unfold, the Premiere. Take a look at the Premiere. I know we'll talk later in the week about the weekly one, but look at some of the amazing cards that are in there, from the Charizard to the Wayne Gretzky, you name it. Look at their content. Look at what Ken Golden is selling this coming weekend, right? And look at the eyeballs. He's going on Varney on television. When everybody's talking about things crashing, he's got a narrative that he's talking about this LeBron triple logo man that will potentially bring more people into the hobby. And at the same time, doing these videos about the Babe Ruth and the LeBron cards and the memorabilia and all those things. Take a picture with Steve Forbes, So you have that from an auction perspective. You have these guys, you have PWCC Gold. You have these guys leading the way, right? You got a million other examples. We talked to Ray. Look at the National. The National is 45 days away. You have to be excited, no matter what the tone and tenor is of your own portfolio and of cards overall. Everybody's excited for the National. Everybody's looking for something. Everybody's making deals. Everybody wants to see people. Everyone wants to meet people. We're going to have stuff. You're going to have stuff. It's kind of like now that cool lead up, the anticipation period towards basically the hobby Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Which I loved having Ray on. That was a great episode. Ray's another great example of an ambassador of the hobby and a good one for everybody to look into, right? Because Ray's been here forever with the same slogan, the same show, right? Not up, not down, a metronome, right? Probably some of the same things for sale for the last 30 years at the National. But that's actually a good thing in times like this. Why? Because it means it's been here. It didn't disappear after the last bump up. It's not going to disappear after this one and any kind of corrections or any kind of, temporary, movement in the market.
So thank you all for listening to another episode of Lucas, Tigers, and Bronzo Mai. I wanted to tell you about a new service that we have starting as of today, and I'm really, really excited to bring it to you guys. So as a part of our partnership with SGC, we got 50 free submissions every single month, and many of you have taken advantage of that. And it's amazing that we could have the opportunity to 650 episodes, 675 episodes in, to go ahead and give back to our community. As people were sending those cards in, they asked, can we send 5, 10, 20 more cards to you guys? We'll pay for it, but we wanted them graded with SGC. You guys know SGC is turning cards around in 13 to 14 business days, have incredible customer service, and their secondary market values are going up day after day after day. And that's exciting for the hobby and exciting for the grading landscape. So we didn't want to just rush into it. We wanted to do it right. And what we did was I relocated here to Boca Raton, Florida. I opened up a P.O. box maybe 5 minutes away from SGC, and I will be hand delivering and hand picking up the cards. So you don't have to worry about anyone else touching your cards. It will be me, and I will update you every step of the way. So here's how it's going to work. I'm going to personally pick up the cards from a P.O. box, prep them, new card saver, new penny sleeve, and deliver them to SGC every single Tuesday. Why Tuesday? Well, it lets the stragglers over the weekend come back through on Monday and gives me a day to prep, and it basically gives SGC the entire week to work on grading those cards. Once your cards pop, only then at the end of the process will you be paying for the service. It's $25 per card, simple as that, and the turnaround times have never been faster. We're hearing right now 13, 14, less than 20 business days. So there it is, 9170 Glades Road, number 135 is the P.O. Box in Boca Raton, Florida, 33434. 9170 Glades Road, number 135, Boca Raton, Florida, 33434. Of course, you could shoot me an email or shoot me a text anytime, and I'm always available. Many of you already have my email. It's iamandrewgoldberg@gmail.com, or my cell phone number, 215-519-9154. Reach out with any questions. I could walk you through the process. I've hopped on the call with quite a few of you, and I'm happy to do that. Love you, Luca Nation.